Yeah, and Hug is back again. And my last video, I forgot what it was. Yeah, the last video was about just changing the cover of Boogaboo. And today's video is about why we have to rethink about the meaning of the job. One day, our job is coming to an end. That's definitely true. It can be either because you're going to be replaced by half your age person for half ways of your earnings, or you can be just laid off and your age has reached a retirement age, or your health just forces you to quit your job, and anything can happen to you. And after you just quit your job and when your career just ends, what's going to be remaining for you? Actually, that's true, and that's happening for everybody. If they don't own their own businesses, then we have to think about actually what's that important in our life. A lot of people just turn their face against the true meaning of the life. They just work really hard and they don't think that much about what can be really valuable in our lives. So many people, especially in South Korea, a lot of just retirees are suffering from really gloomy feelings after they just quit their job. It's because they haven't thought about what's that important in their lives except for a work. How loyal you are, how hard you work for a company, you your job is gonna come to an end. So it's just my opinion. I think the most meaningful thing in our life is to have a really strong and robust network with people. Here, I just use the meaning of the network as a friend. You should just have very close friends, especially like your family members. Family members can also belongs to friends, I think, and it can be like your relatives or someone else you have met in the society. But it's really hard to think about it because we usually think we'll live forever and coming your job is just coming to an end will never happen in our life because it's really far away from our reality, our current situation. But I've just watched a lot of videos about explaining what is important in our lives, and many people mention job is not the everything, but job is really important. I'm not just trying to deny it. Job is really required to sustain your life. If you are in like your 50s or 60s and at the peak of your earnings, then it's really inevitable to think about what I'm gonna do after this career because you have only about 5 or 10 years remaining before you retire. And now I have about 25 years left before I retire. Yeah, I hope so. If I'm not gonna be replaced by AI or someone else who are younger than me, I am gonna start my journey, what I'm gonna live for. And the one thing that I just found is to spend my time as much as possible with my family members. And then the second thing is to, if it's possible, build a company. And I'm not sure about what kind of company I'm gonna start in the near future. Actually, it cannot be a near future, it can be a really far distant future. But I am starting to have that kind of idea these days. So broaden your perspective. Do not focus your point on the job. There are many things other than a job in our life. That's the topic that I'd like to share today. And thank you for watching. And I will be back with another story, maybe. Bye bye. Oh, one more thing to add up. Today, I'm a day off. I just put off for a day off today because I was supposed to take my daughter to a kindergarten, but she suffered from a really high fever, so I could not just take her to the kindergarten, but I just took her to a hospital, and now my baby is sleeping in a bed very silently, and I just hope she got back to a really good condition soon. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.